Deftones, Kimdracula, Standard Tuning Method, Guitar Tabs and Guitar Lesson. I'll play through all the different sections right at the beginning. Afterwards, I'll go back through, give the full explanation of what's going on. Before we jump in, do me a big favor, hit that subscription button. It's the best way of letting me know that you like this video and you want to see more like it. And now, let's give it a whirl. Alright, so once again, this is a standard tuning interpretation for this song. Alright, so we'll just kind of start with this intro verse pattern here. And essentially it's just kind of switching from a C sharp minor to a C suspended 4 back to the C sharp minor. And the way we can do that here, pretty simple. We do 4A 6 on the D, and this G we can kind of just deaden, either just kind of let your ring finger like just kind of touch it just to deaden it while you're hitting that 6 on the D. Alright, so initially we'll just try to deaden that, but then we really want to emphasize this 5 on the B. Let's get that minor in there. And basically we're just going to strum that chord, and as we hit it, we strum it, and then we'll hammer that 5B to a 7 so that we get what's now going to be part of like the C suspended 4. So, alright, and once we land that 7, we can just kind of, bar the 6s on the D and G, keep that 4, up here. And with this, it's just kind of like a going between like the bass of it and kind of the higher parts of it. Like initially hit the the bass, the 4 and 6 on the A and D there. Alright, and then maybe like a couple little like up strums on the higher parts with that 7B and the 6s on the D and G. So we went something like. Alright, and then we would just come right back off to the C sharp minor here. Alright, keep everything the same. 4A, 6 on the D and G, and then the 5 on the B there. And with this, we just hit it, just kind of bounce between the bass notes of it and the higher parts of it. That type of deal. So just slowly, like. Okay, really trying to make sure we get that B string clear, so we hear that part of it. And from there, it'll just shift to a F sharp position. And with this, it's more like this kind of minor F sharp spot here. And initially, like when we first hit this, we'll do like the 2E 4 on the A and kind of deaden that D string. Not a huge deal if you can't get that, but usually it's kind of deadened anyway by like with the barring. Sometimes you don't get them all clear, but just try to keep the D string out of it really. Just by kind of lightly having your ring finger touching it. But we really want to emphasize this 4 on the G, where we hit that with everything. And we want to pull that off to the 2 on the G. Alright, and that'll get us to this F sharp minor now. And from there, we can just make the regular F sharp minor shape with, barring the 2s and the 4 on the A and D there. And with that, we just kind of strum kind of a similar bouncing between the bass notes and kind of the higher parts of the chord. And from there, we just kind of do a hammering back on to that 4, the G, from the 2. Okay, strum it, holding that sus4, F sharp vibe, you know. Strum it there, holding it. And then just come right back off to the 2 on the G, you know, the regular F sharp minor chord. So just try the whole thing slowly here. In the chorus section, just kind of jamming through, you know, a series of power chords here, and they all work pretty well. You know, nothing like super low on this. So initially, it just starts with the D power chord. You know, 5 on the A, 7 on the D and G. One measure of that, and it's all just kind of, you know, an eighth note style strumming. Okay, over to the B, so 2A, 4 on the D and G. One measure here. Back up to the 4 and 6 for the C sharp power chord. With this, we do 2 measures. Okay, bring it up a set now and over for the F sharp power chord, 2E with the 4 on the A and D. And you want 2 measures here. Back to that C sharp minor at the 4 and 6s. All right, 2 measures there. Back up to the D at the 5 and 7s. All right, 2 measures here. Then right back down to the C sharp at the 4 and 6s. 2 measures there. Then we can come off to an open E power chord. All right, and just 1 measure here. And then one final measure of the D power chord at the 5 and 7s. For this bridge section, this is probably where, you know, we would probably have the most sacrifice, you know, not being in a lower tuning. Not a huge deal. It's just basically a quick, like, 2 chords going between a B power chord. All right, and with this, we kind of want to hammer it on from an A. So just kind of hit like the open A string, and then just land onto the, you know, the second of the A, having those 4s on the D and G ready. Alright, and we'll just strum a few times, strum it again, and then we'll slide it up to the D power chord at the 5 and 7s. Hit it, hesitate, kind of a few more strums.